Here's something I hear all the time. I wish I had saved more before I retired. And sure, that makes sense. But every once in a while, I get the opposite. Someone who saved really well, planned carefully, did everything right, and still looks back wishing they had spent more before they stopped working. Not frivolously, strategically. And once you understand why, you'll never think about the year or two before retirement the same way again. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. The moment your paycheck stops, your brain shifts. It doesn't matter if you have $1.5 million saved. Something primal kicks in, and spending any of it starts to feel dangerous. Behavioral finance researchers actually have a name for this. Retirees statistically underspend relative to what they can safely afford, especially in the early years. Your brain convinces you scarcity is coming, even when the numbers say otherwise, and that fear makes every purchase feel like a risk. So the smartest move? Buy strategically while the income is still flowing, the insurance is still active, and your financial buying power is at its peak. Here are the 5 things worth spending money on before you walk out that door for the last time. And make sure you stick around to the 5th one on the list, because this one will help you not only on the financial side of things, it will also be a big help for your mental health as well. And also make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on any future videos, and I hope you enjoy. With that said, let's head on to the first one on the list. Number 1 is finishing your medical and dental to-do list, and I mean really finishing it, not just scheduling a checkup. Most people don't realize how dramatically their healthcare coverage changes at retirement. If you're heading on to Medicare, here's what that means. Medicare Part A and Part B cover hospital stays, doctor visits, and some outpatient care. But routine dental, not covered. Vision, not covered. Hearing, not covered at all. And while Medicare Advantage plans can help, most cap dental benefits somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a year, which sounds fine until you realize a single root canal and crown runs $2,000 to $3,200 out of pocket in 2025. One dental implant, $3,500 to $6,000 per tooth. So before you retire, sit down with your dentist and ask one specific question. What work do I have coming up in the next 3 to 5 years? Get it done now, while your employer's dental plan is still paying most of the bill. The same goes for vision. If your prescription has changed, now is the time. And if you've been putting off a knee replacement, a hip procedure, or anything orthopedic, these surgeries under good employer coverage can save you $10,000 to $30,000 compared to navigating Medicare gaps and deductibles later. And don't overlook hearing. Untreated hearing loss is linked to faster cognitive decline, and premium hearing aids run $3,000 to $7,000, with Medicare typically covering none of it. If you need them, get them now. Your health is not just your wealth in retirement, it's your freedom. Don't carry a backlog of unfinished medical work into the years you've been waiting your whole life for. Up next, we have the second one on the list, which is your home base. If a move is on your radar, downsizing, relocating to a warmer state, getting closer to grandkids, do it before you retire. This is one of the most practical financial moves on this entire list and one of the most overlooked. Here's why timing matters so much. Mortgage lenders love W-2 income. It's clean, it's verifiable, and it makes approval fast. Retirement income, Social Security, IRA distributions, pension payments, is technically usable, but lenders require more documentation, more time, and sometimes offer less favorable terms. The process isn't impossible after retirement, but it is meaningfully harder. The people who do it while still working almost always say it was smoother and less stressful than they expected. The people who wait often say the opposite. This is also the time to refinance, pull equity, or set up a home equity line of credit if you think you might need flexibility later. All of those are income-verified products. Once the W-2 is gone, your options get more complicated. And one more thing worth saying out loud. If you're thinking about a major move, doing it while you're still busy with work also naturally manages expectations from the people around you. Once you're visibly retired and available, the requests on your time have a way of multiplying. Moving while employed gives you a clean start on your own terms. Okay, next up we have the third one on our list, which is big home repairs. You're going to spend a lot more time at home in retirement than you do right now. A lot more. Which means anything that's been on the someday list around the house needs to move to the this year list. Think roof replacement, HVAC systems, plumbing, and electrical panels. A new roof averages $8,000 to $15,000. A new HVAC system runs $5,000 to $12,000. These aren't fun purchases, but spending $12,000 while you're earning $110,000 a year feels completely different than spending $12,000 drawing from retirement savings. Same money, very different psychology. But here's an angle most people miss entirely. Renovate with your future self in mind. If you're planning to stay in this home into your 70s and 80s, think about what that version of you needs. These upgrades can help keep you out of assisted living, which costs $50,000 to $100,000 per year. Spend a little now to preserve a lot of independence later. And before any of this work starts, consider a pre-retirement home inspection. For $300 to $500, you'll know exactly what's coming. Sewer lines, foundation issues, aging electrical, so nothing hits you as a surprise after the paychecks stop. Now, let's move on to the fourth one, which is reliable and paid-off transportation. This one's straightforward, but the execution matters. Before you retire, get yourself into a reliable, low-maintenance vehicle and pay it off. You don't need a luxury car, you need a worry-free one. In retirement, a breakdown isn't just inconvenient, it's a stress spike in a life you've carefully built around peace of mind. Brands like Toyota, Honda, and Lexus consistently rank highest for long-term reliability. If budget is a concern, a 2- or 3-year-old certified pre-owned model with low miles gives you near-new reliability at 15 to 25% less than buying new. And also, a demo model with under 2,000 miles and a full factory warranty is one of the best-kept secrets in car buying. The real goal is zero car payment going into retirement. Every monthly obligation you eliminate before you retire reduces the income your savings need to generate. It's not exciting math, but it's powerful math. And if you and your spouse are currently running 2 cars, retirement is a great time to honestly ask whether you need both. One less vehicle means one less insurance bill, one less registration, one less maintenance schedule. Now, if you've been responsible your whole life and there's a car you've always wanted and the numbers support it, this is actually one of the better times in life to do it. The early years of retirement, while you're healthy and active, are your prime years for enjoying it. Now we have arrived at the fifth one, which is the last one and the most important one in my opinion, bucket list experiences. This is the one that gets people emotional because it's the one where regret lives. Almost everyone has a trip they've been saying someday about for years. Italy, a national park road trip, a safari, a cruise through the Mediterranean. And then retirement comes, and instead of booking it, the brain says, maybe wait until I feel more financially settled. So they wait. And they wait, and one day they realize they have plenty of money, but the energy and mobility they had at 63 are not what they are at 74. The mobility window for active travel is real and narrower than we admit. Walking cobblestone streets in Rome, hiking through national parks, and doing a long-haul international flight, these are meaningfully easier at 63 than at 73. The people who book the trip early almost never regret it. The people who wait often do. So prepay it. Put down the deposit. Get it on the calendar. A trip that's booked is a plan. A trip that's not booked is a wish. And booking 6 to 12 months out almost always costs less than booking last minute. Insurance gives you a safety net if anything changes. One more thing. If you enjoy the outdoors, your backyard is worth investing in too. A space you genuinely love coming home to pays dividends every day of retirement, not just 2 weeks a year. Okay, so with that said, we went over all 5 of them. Here's the through line in all 5 of these. They're all easier, cheaper, and psychologically lighter to do while income is still coming in. Once the paycheck stops, the same purchase carries twice the emotional weight, even if the dollar amount is identical. Retirement planning isn't just about hitting a number. It's about showing up to the next chapter of your life actually set up to enjoy it. So pick one thing from this list that you've been putting off and schedule it this week. Not someday, this week. And if you want to learn more about retirement life, make sure you watch this video as well.